Hello, this is a training video for Account Plan Pro, which shows you how to create a plan in Account Plan Pro. So here you are in your Salesforce.com Sales Cloud environment. And what is new is that you now have a tab that is called Account Plans. It enables you to create account plans. It works with the other tabs and the other objects in Salesforce.com like accounts, contacts, and opportunities. You can create as many account plans as you want. You just click the New button. And I'm going to click on an account plan I've already created. However, if I click the Edit button, it gets me to the same place that I would have gotten to if I clicked the New button. So here I am in the Edit mode, creating an account plan. Um, as you can see, I have already entered a lot of the data. If this was a new account plan, you would enter this data anew. The boxes that have a little red line to the left of them are required fields, so you need to enter an account plan name, you need to enter an account sales goal, and you need to enter a close ratio. In addition, of course, you're going to want to enter the account that this is associated with, and if there are other sales from your existing base or other sales that you would add into this account plan that does not come from opportunities that you are going to work on and ultimately win, then you would add that here. Often that number is 0. Okay, so we really are going to do the same things that you would do to try to either win a new account or win more business in an existing account. But we're giving you a template and a way to capture it and a way to do it in a structured and organized fashion. So let's look at the situation. First, describe their business as it relates to you in a way that would be helpful to you in creating a good account plan. What trends are impacting their business? What are some of the key trends in the geography, or if you focus on a vertical market, in the vertical market, again, that are relevant to you selling your products and services into this account? Then what are the account's strategic initiatives? Those are things that senior management is focused on. Okay, from there, we go to what is the process information. For example, what is the purchase history? Have they bought from us in the past? Do they typically buy from a competitor? Do they buy these kind of products at all? Then what is their budget and funding process? What is their decision process? And so now, collecting all of that, what do we need to go forward? What commitments do we need either from the account or perhaps internally? And then finally, this culminates into what is our sales approach given all of that. We then look at what are our goals for this account. You know, do we want to penetrate it for the first time? Do we want to build our share in a particular business unit? Do we want to build our executive level contacts or broaden our reach across the account? And finally, we have a narrative, an account overview that tells someone the net, this is your plan for winning and building in this account. So when we save that, we get back to the original screen and you can see all the data that you input. Then the next thing to do is look at strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, strategies, and then create action items from them. And ultimately, what we're really trying to do here is create a strategic thought process that goes from top to bottom. So to input a new SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, or threat, you simply click New SWOT. You select what kind of a SWOT it is and enter the description there. And then, of course, save or save and new, especially if you're starting a new plan. From there, now we need to create our strategies that are going to help us drive our business in this account. So we click new strategy. And let's say we have a new product that we want to sell. We might, that would be the strategy. The tactic might be to identify candidates for this new product. And you can save this, or you can save and create a task or an event in Salesforce.com. We recommend that you do the latter, one of these two. And this way, you're sure to at least take some action on your strategy and your tactics. So I'm going to save and create a task. And notice how this is the task page in Salesforce.com. Notice how the subject is already pre-populated with your strategy. And then you can even just cut and paste your tactic if you wanted to, or enter your tactic, or of course write over that. But I like the idea of having the subject be strategy : tactics, which is of course what we did here. If you want to add a contact that is associated with this, you can do that. And then you save. So now if we go back, notice we have our SWOT, we have our new strategy and tactic, and we have our new activity, which is a task in Salesforce.com. And if you went to your homepage, you would see that task there. Okay, now we want to look at our opportunities. What opportunities are key to this account? One way to enter these is to either select from all opportunities in the instance, your instance, or select from my opportunities, or you can bring in all account opportunities that are associated with this account. Be careful because that will also bring in opportunities that may be either before the frame like last year, or maybe even after the time frame like maybe next year. Okay, so I'm going to select from all opportunities, and it gives me a page in which I can select which opportunities I want to include in my plan. I can just click them. You'll notice that it is sorted originally by account name. I could change it to sort by opportunity name, by owner, by amount, by close date, by type, or by stage name. And if I want, I can enter a string of characters, like Boston in this case, and it will return all of the accounts and opportunities that have the string of characters that I selected. In this case, Boston Trust. So I could click it and then save it. I'm not going to save it in this case. So that's how you can bring in opportunities. You can also just select new account plan opportunity, and that will bring in one new opportunity that you select. You'll notice that this information here gives me a good bird's eye overview of my opportunities. It also brought in the data regarding these opportunities from the opportunity object. I, as the user, did not have to enter any of this data. It came in from the opportunity object, and the amounts are added up above. So remember, we had 150,000 closed won and 1 million open opportunities, and sure enough, here we have it. Some of closed opportunities, some of open opportunities, and this enables the app to do some important calculations for you, like new sales needed, pipeline needed, and pipeline gap. And we have reports and dashboards that will focus on that, help you focus on that. Okay, so here we are back in the opportunity section. If you click edit, it enables you to create an opportunity strategy. So the main user interface is focused on accounts. This now page is focused on the opportunity strategy. And it asks you 7 very important questions relative to the strategy for this opportunity. So what are the compelling needs or events that are driving this purchase? Which product or service are we offering? What are their decision criteria, the account's decision criteria? How are we better? What do we bring to the party? And notice how in this case, a number of our differentiators are not valued and are not included in the account's decision criteria. Therefore, In our next steps, we need to influence the decision criteria. Okay, so then what is the decision process and the funding process? And again, this culminates in what are our next steps. So you can save this. You can also look at some other very important elements relative to winning this opportunity. So one is, who are the key contacts? Who are the key players in this opportunity? So I can click New. Now this brings me to a pre-populated page. These four contacts came in from the opportunity object. I, as the user, did not have to enter them. I get to choose what kind of a role they have. I want to make sure I've covered all the roles, and I can also enter a new contact that maybe is not in the opportunity object if I want, and then I click Save. So now I'm back to my opportunity strategy page. I can identify partners that I want to work with on this. And if you use the Salesforce.com products function, you can use that here. Okay, then I'm done. I save my opportunity strategy. It brings me back to the main account plan user interface. And here again, we have the opportunities section. We now go to the relationships section and we look at who are the key people in this account that if we're going to try to penetrate this account further, if we're going to try to win in it, influence them, then these are the key players. It gives you an overview of who are the types of buying roles that you've covered, who are the titles, who are the people, or what is our unique value to them, what is our relationship strategy. So you can see if you're missing something. You can go into each one of these and edit it, and it brings you to that individual, and you can select what buying role they have, what is our unique value to them, what is their focus or their influence. Like this person is a very technology oriented person, and what is our relationship strategy, where we're going to show him that we have the best and latest technology. We also have a relationship value curve that reminds you that you want to go up and to the right, and concern for dollars goes up when they're buying from you for the first time and down as you have repeat purchases. And you can identify where you are with each individual using these drop down menus. And that helps flesh out your strategy for how to influence this individual and have them help you in the account. So we have now hit the opportunities and the relationships. Now, of course, you want to think of our team members and their roles. You can add a new account team member by clicking this button. We also want to think about our partners that we will work with to win in this account. We can click new account partner and it will get us to this page. And we think of who the key contact is, what kind of relationship we have with them, what is our value to them, what is their value to us, and therefore what is our partner strategy in working together on this account. All right, so we've kind of gone through the entire account plan. We now have the activity history, and the app will store your activity history and help you keep track of how you're doing and pursuing it. You can also click the Generate PDF button, and that will give you a PDF of your entire plan. You can see you have it here. You can email it to somebody who should have access to this information, who is helping you win in this account. And if you want to, you can clone this plan and create a new plan, let's say for the new quarter, the new year. And finally, you can bring in contacts from the account into this account plan, which is actually what I did here. So again, you don't have to re-enter information that's already entered elsewhere in Salesforce.com. So that is how you can create an account plan in Account Plan Pro.